After spending 10 hours learning Emma Frost in Marvel Rivals and also spectating some of the best players in the world playing her, I compiled a list of 10 tips to help you improve at a hero, and some of them you probably did not even know. But let's begin with something simple but very important as tip 1. You have enough time to reposition yourself after using Carbon Crush or your Chokeslam move in Diamond form in order to align your kick better. And what you are looking to achieve with that combo here is either execute the enemy, do more damage by hitting the Sentient Crystal by Psychic Spear alongside the enemy, but I guess that's more situational, and more often than not you are looking to land someone onto a wall to maximize damage. Throwing them off the map also works if possible, or kicking them away from their teammates and towards your teammates, or even kicking them away from a fight can help in some instances. I have played against so many Emma Frost players, and trust me, the mirror match is everywhere right now, and so many of them just immediately kick after chokeslamming someone, which is of course horrible if the angle is bad and they don't hit a wall. What you primarily want to do is try and hit a wall, if of course possible, so you increase your damage and also become more effective in fights. Talking about Carbon Crush in Diamond form, that ability also has the possibility to interrupt and stop enemy abilities if timed properly. Even ultimate abilities actually, like Spider-Man's, Scarlet Witch's, or even from the opposing Emma Frost. The gist of it is, if the enemy is not in the unstoppable state when activating an ability, Emma Frost can most likely interrupt them. If you want a more extensive discussion, I actually have a video where I go over every interaction with every character ultimate in the game and Emma's Carbon Crush. You can find the link in the description. A tip I am sure some of you know but are not using enough, including myself, is that you can exit Diamond form early. If you perhaps want to go after someone low on health but your melee auto attacks do not reach, going back to normal form will provide the range you need. Be careful though, because you will lose out on the damage reduction and unstoppable state that Diamond form provides, so you are more vulnerable. When in Diamond form, Emma's normal attacks transition to melee, we all know that, but they do not have equal damage. The whole melee combo has a total of 4 hits. The first 2, where she attacks once with each hand, do 50 damage. While the third one, where she combines her hands, does 70 damage, and the fourth and final one, with the backhand fist, does 80 damage for a total of 250. The next tip has to do with your shield placement. Yes, of course you can use your shield to cover some of your teammates to take less damage, or even yourself, or maybe even place it in front of ultimate abilities sometimes. But you can also place it like a Groot wall in between a frontline character and the backline, so the strategists can't properly heal the tanks or even the duelists that are in front of your shield. Let's say you're here and the enemy vanguard, the Thing, is right here. The enemy strategist Luna Snow will probably be far away from him, keeping him alive. So if you cut the auto attacks the Luna Snow is sending to the Thing, your team can much easier take him out. Of course, some healers like Cloak and Dagger or even Rocket can bounce their auto attacks or their healing orbs, and they can reach the Vanguard anyway, but still a useful tip to know. And one that top tier Emma Frost players actually use a lot. Let's talk a bit about the ultimate too. It does not affect people behind terrain, types of terrain like Groot walls, or shields like the Magneto, Doctor Strange or Emma Frost ones, for example. I'm pretty sure if you have played Emma Frost a decent amount, you do know about this, but number 1, it is very important, so I had to mention, and number 2, I actually wanted to get to 10 tips in total. Interesting to also note that your ultimate, since it does damage, it can also damage the crystal created from Psychic Spear, as long as the enemy does not go out of range of course and your crystal disappears until you affect them with your ultimate. And also have in mind that in case that takes too long to do and you have a great ultimate angle, It is way preferable to just immediately activate your ultimate to grab as many people as possible and combo with another ultimate from your teammates perhaps. Which brings us to our next tip. Checking if your duelist teammates have their damaging ultimates available when you are about to activate yours is never a bad idea. You can also make sure to ping that you have your ultimate ready to go, so they are ready to follow up when you activate. It doesn't mean they will follow up, especially in lower ranks, but checking who has the ability to can also increase your game awareness while playing Emma Frost. Another tip I can give you is that in Diamond form, you can also use your Carbon Crash dash to back up and regroup with your team or simply escape from a situation. It might be the cool thing to look for an aggressive play when in Diamond form, but the defensive dash is also situationally good, especially if you entered Diamond form for a potential play but it's not available anymore, or if you just are not sure about the play and do not want to commit to it at the end of the day. And for tip number 10 for you to improve as an Emma Frost player, in order to destroy the crystal from Psychic Spear faster, you can cast the ability when your passive meter from the normal attack is at a higher amount, preferably 100 or close to it, so you can deal more damage and avoid the possibility of the opponent running away, getting out of the range and the crystal disappearing, or the possibility of them simply getting healed from their strategist. A good way to charge your auto attacks is to target vanguards because they are less evasive or prone to run away from you, or stuff like shields, for example the one Invisible Woman can cast, Doctor Strange, or even the Emma Frost one, since you might run into the mirror match quite often, simply because she is the new character introduced in Marvel Rivals. So, if the situation allows it, take advantage of her casting her shield all of the time to charge up your normal attack meter. And these are my 10 tips, some of which hopefully you did not know, to get better with Emma Frost. If you know more, share them in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you!